Good morning, afternoon. Debbie would like an Archangel reading today. And her birthday is January 26th, so she's Aquarius, like me. Woohoo! And your Archangel is Uriel. Okay, he's known for being wise and a good decision maker. And he's much wiser than the Aquarius. Is how it's laid out. He's much wiser than the Aquarius. Not just you, don't take offense, but that's what it says. So he offers guidance when needed. Although it's not always something you're going to want to hear, it's something you need to hear. So we'll get back to that, okay? So here's what I got before I pulled the cards. I feel like there's a few strained relationships in your life right now, and some are more important to repair than others. I know it really sucks to always be the one saying you're sorry, but saying you're sorry will help put an end to the situation. Even if it's not your fault, sometimes being right isn't the right way to go. We're only here for so long. How long do we stay mad at each other? Right? So here's what I'm getting. For the relationships that need to be saved, it's best to bite the bullet and just apologize, or try to clear the air and fix the problem. Don't try to be right to fix the problem. For those relationships that are now ended, cut the ties, file the whole relationship away back here somewhere, and let it go. There's no sense dwelling on it anymore. It's only going to bring you more stress and aggravation. Who needs that, right? Leave it in the past and move on is what I wrote. I feel like there's cinder blocks on my shoulders. So heavy, lots of stress. You gotta fix this and forget it. Whatever these situations are, these relationships, they could be friendships, family, whatever those strained relationships are right now, it's time to fix it and forget it. The new year holds a few challenges for you, but challenges help us learn and grow, right? So they're necessary. Slow and steady wins the race. Pace yourself. If you do too much, you're going to burn out. Financial changes are in full swing, and by fall, you're going to really notice them for the better, and that'll help break down some of these cinder blocks. Always, financial stability always helps break down these cinder blocks that are on your shoulders right now. So, now let's get to the cards. Uriel has picked 3 cards for you, and I gotta tell you before I start, I usually have my cards put away by this point. I've done the whole reading. As soon as I picked up my cards, this is what I do. I look, and where there's a break in the cards, that's usually where I go. That's how they know to get my attention, right? So I pull them apart, and then I wait to hear right or left, and that's the one I take. As soon as I pick these cards up to pull the first card, it was wide open, like that. So I'm like, okay, is that where you want me to go? Yes. So that's what I did. I cut them there and pulled the card on the left, which was what I was told to do. It's going to be important because you're going to realize why in a second when I start reading this too. This is the card. That's the first card I pulled. Celebrate life, it says on the front. This card comes up a lot. But there's a reason. There's always a reason the cards come up. I don't deliberately pull out what I think is going to work with what I got. Doesn't happen. I pull what the archangels tell me to pull. There it is. We need you to know that you can change things miraculously for you and everyone and make things right. It's never too late. Forgiveness. And there it is. Forgiveness. Now you know why I had to go through all that and tell you. That this just jumped out because that goes with what I already just said. Just saying. Forgiveness is about releasing yourself from the burden of an old story. One in which you were a victim of someone else's actions or your own. You don't need to carry this around. You can set yourself free. I swear I didn't go looking for this card. Even advocating for good because of the experience requires your forgiveness to be effective. Forgiveness is never about condoning things that were done. It's about letting yourself off the hook from carrying the burden. Resentment and hurt are like viruses that spread to others. And that is the opposite of what you really desire, right? Imagine what your life would be like without the burdens that you carry when you do not forgive. Forgiveness. I got it in big bold letters over here. Forgiveness. Again, it's not that you're accepting. You're not forgiving what was done. You're forgiving the person for their actions, but more for yourself. Because if you don't forgive it and let it go, it's going to keep stressing you out. And sometimes we forgive a lot more than we probably should. But the burden of the stress of whatever's going on will slowly dissipate if you find a way to forgive. Big bold letters. Forgiveness. Okay. Confirmation card. There you go. This one says, with love. We're getting our magic together to help you celebrate your new beginning. You're stepping into a new version of your life, getting to tell a new story as you create it. Doesn't it feel like spring when the urge to expand wells up inside you from a primal place? The form of what you're growing has yet to take shape, and it is exciting to experience this new, fresh beginning. It's normal to feel both pushed and pushed back when entering any kind of new relationship. It's okay to admit you don't really know what to expect. What you can know is it's time to dive in and allow the new version of your life to take shape through you on behalf of your partner in life. Spirit, Archangel Uriel. You have made it to a new level of awakening and contributing. And we're so excited to see where all this takes you. So, whatever you got going on that's making this shift for you for the new year, go. Dive in. Dive in. I told you already, it's looking like fall. October, November is when you're going to go, oh, yeah, this is doing good. This is working out. Okay, it's going to take effort. You got to put the effort in. If you don't put the effort in, then all this means nothing. It's up to you. Things could change. But this is what I'm saying for you now. So stay on track. Do what you're doing. And keep going. Don't give up. Keep going. Dive in. You got this. Okay. And your last card. Your future card. There we go. Oh, what's it say? You are love. Even though life seems now to be moving full steam ahead, it's time to reset. Allow ideas to flow through you and take root in your heart before they reach your mind. Honor this process by becoming empty to allow for inspiration and the magic of dreaming. You might feel lazy or unproductive, but we know better. Just as sleep is a way to recharge before renewal, so are you in a time for dreaming. In this powerful process of co-creation, your soul merges with spirit, Archangel Uriel, in a profound way, so you can receive your music directly from source and play your part in the symphony of life. You're being invited to bear witness to the great creation and tune in to what others can't hear. Isn't that cool? We have so many dreams to share with you, and the sacred and the invisible. Don't worry, we will wake you when it's time to return with a new dream. No need to set your alarm clock. Work with Archangel Uriel, and he'll get you to the finish line. But you need to rest too. Take that time for meditation, even if you take the ones that put you right to sleep. I'm guilty. Sometimes, you know, you gotta meditate. It calms you down, it clears out the negative energy, helps you open up. But the dreaming part, if you're doing a video that puts you to sleep, and most of them do, that's the best nap, really. For those of you who haven't tried it, come talk to me, because I'll give you some. Excuse me. Those dreaming moments are when you'll get your inspiration. And if you're having trouble, I just said this yesterday, as a matter of fact, if you're having trouble remembering your dreams, I totally recommend crystals, either to wear or put in your pillowcase. They will help you remember those moments that you're supposed to remember. And I always, always, always tell everybody, keep a journal by your bed. Yes, I'm old school. If for you new young guys and girls, you know, on your phones, whatever, where the notes, I guess, is where you would put. I don't know where you people journal, but us old school people, we grab a pen and a notebook. Keep it by your bed. As soon as you open your eyes, before you even run into the bathroom, write down what you can remember, because the dream will fade fast. So it's best to try to get all the information you can as soon as you open your eyes and write it down. And just keep trying to make the connection and build your relationship with Archangel Uriel, because he's here to help you. Just have to ask. Don't forget to ask. You always have to ask your angels for help. And I got him right here. He's going to get you over the finish line. So good luck in the new year. I hope that helped you. Much love. Have a great day.